The movie begins on the night of December 31st. Everyone is excited and waiting happily for the new year to begin. People are singing, dancing, and celebrating together. In the middle of the crowd, there is a boy named Toy. He is dancing in a very strange and funny way, moving his body in a way that makes people stare. As the countdown for the new year starts, Toy suddenly begins to take off all his clothes, even his underwear. Now he's completely naked, and everyone is shocked. Some people get angry and rush towards him to catch him and stop him, but Toy runs quickly to the stage, grabs the microphone, and starts shouting the countdown himself. Just as the clock hits 12 o'clock, and everyone celebrates the start of January 1st, the new year, something strange happens. When Toy wakes up, it's not January 1st anymore. His watch shows that it's December 31st again. It feels like time has moved backwards just for him. That morning, Toy hears his sister Rin playing the trumpet. She's practicing, but it sounds really bad. Toy gets annoyed and tells her to stop because it's out of tune. Rin gets mad and throws a pen at him. But this time, Toy catches the pen easily, like he already knew it was coming. Then something even weirder happens. Rin says something to him, and before she finishes, Toy says the exact same words at the same time. It's like he already knew what she was going to say. Rin gets confused and says, "Stop copying me." And Toy, again at the same time, says, "Stop copying me." After that, Toy goes to the breakfast table where his dad is busy with decorations. His dad says, "Can you help me with the decorations?" But Toy replies, "The customers won't like burnt bread." His dad suddenly remembers, "Oh no, I forgot to check the bread." He runs to the kitchen, and just like Toy said, the bread is completely burnt. Toy then sits down, eats an apple, and watches TV. A news program is playing, and they're talking about the new year. Right at the moment when the news anchor says, "Happy New Year," Toy also says it at the exact same time. Rin looks at him surprised and asks, "How did you know he was going to say that?" But Toy also says those exact same words at the same time as her. Now Rin is really confused and starts to think something strange is happening. Later, Toy goes outside and ends up in a fight with a professional boxer. The boxer punches him hard and Toy feels like his jaw is broken. But before he can even recover, time jumps again, and suddenly it's January 1st. But something weirder happens. Instead of moving forward, Toy wakes up again on the morning of December 31st. Everything at home is the same as before. His sister is playing the trumpet badly again. His dad is decorating again. It's like the day is repeating itself. Before Toy leaves the house, his dad tells him, "Take your sister with you." But Toy ignores him and goes out alone. He decides to do something totally different that day, so he becomes an auto driver and gives free rides to foreign tourists, especially girls. He just wants to have fun and do something wild. The next morning, it's the same again, December 31st. This time, Toy wears a full anime costume and walks around the city, enjoying the attention. On the day after that, he decides to live like a musician, playing music on the streets and acting like a rock star. Day after day, the same thing happens. No matter what Toy does, no matter how crazy or different, he always wakes up to the same day, December 31st. Toy is stuck in a time loop. He tries everything, but the loop never ends. Every single morning, his life starts over from the same place, with the same people, doing the same things. One day, Toy visits his friend Jack and tells him about the time loop he's stuck in. At first, Jack laughs and doesn't believe him. But then he says, "Wow, it's like you've become immortal. If I were stuck in a time loop, I'd walk around naked and try to impress girls." Toy rolls his eyes and says, "I already did that. It was fun the first time, but after that, it just got boring. And I don't know how many times I've told you the same thing before, but tomorrow you'll forget everything again." Jack thinks for a moment and says, "This sounds like a bug in a video game. If you fix the bug, the game goes back to normal." Toy likes that idea, but he's confused. "Yeah, but I don't know what the bug in my life is, or how to fix it." After thinking for a long time, Toy decides to try something he hasn't done yet. Maybe dying will break the loop. He steps in front of a car, hoping it will end everything. The driver of the car is a girl named V. She runs to him in panic and asks, "Are you okay?" She sees Toy is badly hurt and says gently, "Don't worry, you'll be fine tomorrow." The next thing Toy knows, he wakes up again on the morning of December 31st. He remembers V's words, "You'll be fine tomorrow." Toy is also an artist, so he quickly draws a sketch of V from memory and starts searching for her. After a long search, he finds her arguing with an old woman. They're both fighting over a dog, each claiming it belongs to them. Toy steps in and says, "Let's see who the dog really listens to. Whoever can control the dog is the real owner." The old lady tells the dog, "Jumbo, sit," and the dog sits. She says, "Jumbo, stand," and the dog stands. He follows all of her commands perfectly. It's clear now. The dog's name is Jumbo, and he belongs to the old lady. She smiles happily and walks away with him. V, still worried, says she has to find her own dog, Somu, Toy follows her and says, "Hey, do you remember me? Yesterday I had an accident with your car." V looks at him and says, "Oh, I was distracted looking for my dog Somu. That's why I didn't see you." "But wait, you don't even have a scratch on your face." Toy replies, "That's because I'm stuck in a time loop too. Just like you maybe, and I have a lot of questions." But V quickly says, "I'm not interested in you. I just want to find Somu." Toy says gently, "But what's the point? If tomorrow resets again, Somu will just get lost all over again." They talk for a little while, and then Toy asks her for her phone number. She gives it to him and says, "This number will disappear from your phone tomorrow, but if you can remember it, then call me. We'll talk again." Toy says, "I'll remember the number." That evening, he returns home. His dad calls out, asking for help with something, but Toy doesn't answer. He just heads straight to his room and starts repeating V's phone number over and over so he won't forget it. The next morning, it's December 31st again. Toy quickly grabs his phone, saves V's number, and sends her a message asking to meet at a nearby cafe. V comes, but when she sees Toy from a distance, she turns around and leaves without saying a word. The same thing happens the next day. Toy messages her again, and she shows up only to walk away after spotting him. This keeps happening for almost a week. Every time she sees Toy waiting, she smiles a little and leaves. She was secretly enjoying watching him wait every day. But then finally one day, V walks up to him. They sit down and start talking. Toy doesn't hold back. He tells V everything about the loop, how many times he's lived the same day, all the weird, funny, and emotional things he's tried, and how he's been looking for meaning in this endless cycle. He tells her, "You should try something new too." V thinks for a moment, then suddenly takes him to a bank. She tells Toy, "Just stand here and don't say anything." Then she walks up to a bank employee and says, "Please give me some money. I'm just a normal person. But that boy behind me has a gun. He told me to get the money or he'll shoot me." The staff panics and quickly hands her an envelope full of cash. V takes the envelope, walks back to Toy, gives it to him with a grin, and then yells, "He has a gun!" In seconds, the security guard rushes over and shoots Toy. Suddenly, the scene resets. It's December 31st again. Toy meets V, and they both burst out laughing. Toy says, "If I wasn't stuck in this loop, you would have killed me twice by now, once in the car accident, and once from that security guard's bullet." From then on, they start meeting every day. But instead of doing wild or crazy things, they begin searching for beautiful, quiet moments in the world that most people miss. Little things that made the world special, if only someone would notice. They see birds gently touching the lake before flying away again. They see a father giving a red balloon to his little boy, who smiles wide with joy. They spot a tiny flower growing between cracks in the pavement, full of life in a forgotten place. They even see a woman sitting on a bench, her face tired and sad. Behind her, a car drives by with large angel wings painted on its side. For a brief second, it looks like the woman has angel wings, but no one notices. Everyone around is too busy, lost in their own worlds, walking past without a glance. Toy and V, however, stop to admire these simple, beautiful moments. One day, V takes Toy to visit the planetarium because she loves geography and space. While she's excitedly looking at the planets and stars, Toy doesn't watch the show. He just keeps looking at V. The truth is, Toy had fallen in love with her. After they come out of the planetarium, they walk past a park where an event for elderly couples is happening. Music is playing, and many old couples are dancing happily. Toy notices one couple sitting aside, a man in a wheelchair and his wife, who isn't dancing. She's just watching others, looking a little sad. Toy walks up to the old man and politely asks, "Can I dance with your wife?" The old man smiles and says yes. Toy then dances with the old lady, and he dances so well that a big smile appears on her face, and on V's too. After the song, the old lady walks over to V and says, "Dear, for my happiness, will you both dance together too?" So Toy and V dance. It's simple but beautiful. From that day on, Toy starts doing everything with V that he used to do alone, and everything feels more fun now. Whether it's watching birds, exploring streets, or finding small magical moments in daily life, doing it together makes it special. Then one evening, they go to a New Year celebration happening in a big open space. Music, lights, and laughter fill the air. V is wearing a beautiful red dress, and she looks stunning. Toy is in a formal outfit and looks really cool too. They dance together with joy and energy. After the dance, Toy says, "It's New Year's night. Let's give each other a gift. But we can't buy anything. We can only give something we already have." V smiles and gently ties Toy's small braid with her own rubber band. Toy takes off his watch and gives it to her. "This watch was my mother's," he says softly. "She gave it to me before she passed away. I've never taken it off until now." Hearing this, V becomes quiet for a moment, then says, I believe the stars in the sky are actually people who have passed away. They look down at their loved ones from above. Just then V's phone rings. She answers it, and after hearing something, she suddenly looks serious. I have to go, she says quickly and leaves without explaining much. The next morning, Toy draws a very cute sketch of V. His sister Rin sees it and teases him, smiling. Is this your girlfriend? She looks really cute. Toy blushes a little and replies, No, she's not my girlfriend, but I like her. Sometimes it feels like she likes me too, but other times I feel like maybe she doesn't feel anything at all. Rin nods and says, Then you should just tell her. You should propose to her. The next day, Toy decides to do something special. He paints a beautiful mural on a wall, showing moments from his and V's journey together. The birds, the flowers, the laughter, the memories. When V sees it, she smiles and looks touched. But after a few seconds, her smile fades. What's the use? She says quietly. It'll all be gone tomorrow anyway. Toy looks at her and says gently, Maybe, but not from our memories. That's something time can't erase. They both get emotional for a moment, standing silently in front of the painting. Then slowly, Toy leans in to kiss her, but V steps back. She says softly, Only the two of us are stuck in this loop. If something goes wrong between us, we'll be all alone in this world. We shouldn't take that risk. Before Toy can say anything, V's phone rings again. She answers, looks worried and says, I have to go, and quickly leaves. Feeling rejected, Toy walks home with a heavy heart. When he arrives, his dad tries to talk to him, but Toy snaps. What do you want to say? That being a freelance painter is a waste of time? That I should get a real job? Then he adds angrily, You don't have to worry about my future. I don't even have a future. Forget tomorrow. I'm stuck in today. He storms off to his room. His sister Rin is practicing her trumpet again. Toy, already upset, shouts at her, Will the world end if you don't play that trumpet for just one day? Rin suddenly bursts into tears. Toy, surprised, asks, Why are you crying? Through her tears, Rin says, I didn't qualify for the scholarship. Toy tries to brush it off. So what? That's not something to cry about. But Rin says, I don't want to become a burden on Dad. We already have money problems. Toy, still frustrated, says, That's not your fault. If Dad hadn't quit his job, none of this would have happened. Rin shakes her head and cries harder. Dad didn't quit, she says quietly. His company fired a lot of workers. He was one of them. That's why he had to start the coffee shop and bakery. Toy is shocked. How did I not know this? Rin looks at him and says sadly, Because you're always lost in your own world, Toy. You never stop to notice what others are going through. After hearing everything from Rin, Toy goes back to his room, feeling quiet and thoughtful. He realizes that he doesn't even know what's really happening in his own family's life. He has been so caught up in his own world that he never paid attention to them. Out of curiosity, he opens Facebook and searches for his dad. To his surprise, he sees that his dad had sent him a friend request a long time ago, which he never noticed. Toy quickly accepts it. As he scrolls through his dad's posts, his heart starts to ache. Most of the posts are about him. His dad had shared pictures of Toy's paintings, writing kind and proud captions like, My son made this. He's so talented. I'm proud of him. There are also videos. In one, his dad is smiling at the camera and says, I tried a new dish today. I want Toy to taste it, but he's not home. He didn't pick up my call. Maybe he's busy with work. Still, I'm proud of him. He's an amazing painter. Toy feels a lump in his throat. He never realized how much his dad cared for him, how proud he was, even when Toy never showed up or answered his calls. Tears rolled down Toy's cheeks. That night, he falls asleep crying. The next morning, December 31st again, Toy wakes up with a new purpose. Today, he decides, I'm going to spend the whole day with my family. He starts by going to his sister's room. For the first time ever, instead of making fun of her trumpet playing, he smiles and says, You're improving. I'm proud of you. Rin looks at him in shock. He had never complimented her before. Next, Toy goes to the kitchen for breakfast. Usually, whenever his dad accidentally drops the teacup, Toy always catches it just in time. But today, he lets it fall. Tea spills across the floor, and the cup breaks. His dad looks worried, but Toy calmly says, Don't worry, I'll clean it. You go check on the bread, or it'll get burnt. His sister Rin comes to help clean up, but Toy stops her gently. Today is an important day for you. If you cut your hand, how will you win the scholarship? Then, just like always, Dad walks in holding burnt toast, looking sad. The bread is blackened again, but this time Toy takes a bite without saying anything. His dad watches closely, waiting for a reaction. Toy chews, swallows, and says, It tastes horrible, but it's okay. Then he picks up another slice and starts eating it too. His dad laughs a little and takes a bite of his own toast. Yeah, he says, It's really bad. I guess I need more practice. Rin tastes it and makes a face. Ugh, this one's burnt. What are you two even doing? How can you eat this so calmly? Toy and his dad look at each other and both start laughing. The scene shifts to Rin's school function. She's on stage with her group, ready to perform. At first, everything is going well, but suddenly Rin gets nervous. Her hands start to shake, and she freezes in front of the crowd. Just then, her dad and Toy stand up in the audience and start cheering for her loudly. "You can do it, Rin!" they shout together, clapping and smiling. Hearing their voices gives Rin the strength she needs. She smiles, takes a deep breath, and continues her performance with full confidence. Her group finishes beautifully, and they win first place. Because of this, Rin is now selected for the scholarship. Her whole family is overjoyed. That night, they celebrate New Year's Eve together. There's music, dancing, snacks, and laughter. They hold hands and pray to God. "Please let the coming year be good for all of us. Help Dad's shop do well. Keep us happy and together." As the countdown begins, they all join in. 10, 9, 8. The clock strikes midnight, and they cheer. "Happy New Year!" But the very next second, everything resets. Toy opens his eyes December 31st again. He feels broken. He rushes to his friend Jack and cries, "I spent such a beautiful day with my family. I thought maybe this time the loop would end, but it didn't. It just started over. Again." Jack, feeling helpless, takes Toy to one of his uncles, a man who is a physics expert. After listening carefully to Toy's story, the uncle says, "Time is moving forward with a fixed error, and you're also moving forward with that same error. But if you can somehow move faster than time, even for a moment, you might be able to break free from this loop." Toy doesn't fully understand, but he's willing to try anything. He runs to tell V everything. They come up with a plan. "We'll take a flight at midnight," Toy says. "Planes move fast enough, maybe fast enough to move ahead of time itself." V agrees. That night, they sit on the plane as the clock gets closer to 12 o'clock. Toy is hopeful, staring out the window. Just a few minutes before takeoff, V turns to him and says, "I need to use the washroom. I'll be right back." But she doesn't come back. Toy waits and waits until he realizes V got off the plane. She left on purpose. The plane takes off without her, and when midnight strikes, the loop begins again. It's December 31st. Again. Toy feels crushed. He goes to Jack's uncle the next morning, furious. "Your theory didn't work," he shouts. In his anger, he grabs the uncle by the collar and even hits him. A few days later, V visits Toy at his home. She apologizes for leaving him at the airport and asks him to come with her. She takes Toy to the hospital where her mother lies on her deathbed. It's here that Toy finally learns the truth. Every night, V had been getting urgent calls from the doctor, telling her that her mother's condition was critical, that she should be there in her mother's final moments. The night her mother actually passed away, V wasn't by her side. Heartbroken, she had prayed to God, asking for more time, just one more chance to be with her mom. That prayer was answered, and from that day on, time froze. V entered a time loop, and unknowingly, the entire world came along with her, but only Toy and V were aware of it. Now V's mother also begins to realize they're stuck. Her mother gently tells her, "Life is meant to move forward. You can't stay here forever because of me. You've been blessed with other beautiful things in life. Don't miss them." After a lot of emotion and reflection, V understands. That night, she and Toy spend New Year's Eve together. And at midnight, V kisses Toy and says, "Now I know why God lets you feel the loop too, so you could help me out of it. You gave me a reason to want tomorrow. You gave me hope." And just like that, the clock strikes 12:01. The loop doesn't reset. They finally entered the new year. The loop is broken. They were once trapped alone in a repeating day, but they broke free together as two hearts joined by one journey. And with that, the movie comes to a beautiful end.